Da 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 da. Position yourself, Fumski, Woomski. What do you think? Do you think here? I can sit here. 100%. That looks good. Hello, my darling FUMINATION. How are you? How are we? Oh my God. How are we, my darlings? My name is Fumi Desalu-Vold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed, my darlings. Are we living and are we loving, darling? Are we living? Are we loving? When I tell you I am wearing all of my old clothes, I wore this when I just got married 15 years ago. I even have a picture, I think. And Ula took me out on a date. Very fabulous. And do you know who was there? Scary Spice was there with her then husband. They were just sitting right across from us. It was very fab. And I said to myself, you know what, for me, wear this dress today because we are going to have a fun episode. This episode is all about what? The 6 things that I did that really got rid of the belly fat. This is for the over 40s, over 50s like me, 60s and beyond. So these are the things that I have done that has helped me really lose that belly fat. Without even looking at my list because I don't want to miss anything. Number 1, sugar. Oh my God. It was unbelievable. You know what I did? I did a little test and I said to myself, Fumi, you know what? Why don't you just eat the salad? So I ate my oatmeal in the morning and I ate my salads in the afternoon. It was just pure vegetables and fish. In the evening, I blended vegetables and I blended very lean chicken, and that's all I ate. It was miraculous that week how much I leaned out. I lost weight about 3 pounds, 3.5, but I could see the definition in my body. And I realized it was the sugar. Because as we get older, we really store sugar. It is what it is. And I wanted to make sure that I tested it on myself first. And it is very difficult for me. Why? Because I got a sweet tooth. So I said, all right, you know what, Fums? You're going to cut down, cut considerably down the cakes, biscuits, the hot chocolates, all of that. I cut it down. Now, you have to live your life. That's why I wanted to do this episode, because it's not realistic. It's not realistic for you just to be on this very straight and narrow. So guess what? Once a week, I will treat myself to what I live and love. I have that day where I can eat whatever I like. And then over time, I realized that I wasn't craving as much. So I could span it over 2 weeks. The other day, Ula took me out for our Valentine's date because he was in Oslo on the 14th. And we had treats and we had all of that. But that's just that day. I'm satisfied and my cravings, oh, they come down. Having said that, I have my little sweets because I want to keep it very real. Let me bring out the Mentos, don't tell lies. And then I have Mentos. In fact, I'll eat one right now. Sometimes if I'm having like a little bit of a craving, I've realized that instead of having a whole Mars bar, just have a little sweet, because all I want is like a little sugar and then I'm good, and that satisfies me. But I have it here in my drawer. Whenever I feel like I need a little something, okay, and they can be there for weeks on end and I don't desire. Sometimes I might even look at it and I'm like, Fumi, do you really want it? And I don't. It's the sugar in everything. Cut down sugar in everything. Because what I didn't like as I was getting older, because I'm going to be 55 next month, my waist was getting wider and I was just feeling sluggish. I was feeling ugh. And I knew, for me, you know what, aside from eating too much, you are eating too much of sugar. And as soon as I cut that back, copacetic, mama, copacetic. Number 2, which was huge for me, I never ate breakfast. I would just go out, do what I gotta do, and not eat breakfast. By 12, I was starving. So you eat all of the wrong things, which I was doing. And I was actually having like a dinner at lunch and then have another dinner at dinner. So I was eating 2 dinners. That's just too much. Have your breakfast in the morning. It's like putting your gas in the car for a long distance trip. Because we're going on long distance trips every day. Because you're going to work, you're picking up the children, you have meetings, you're traveling, you have to go for this, that, and the third after work, you have to run errands, you have to come home and cook for the family, all of these things. So what you want to do is have your heaviest meal in the morning. Yes, mama. And then have your mid-heavy in the afternoon, and then have your lightest in the evening. It changed 110%, and it started with me having breakfast in the morning. Fumi, what do you have in the mornings? I can have boiled eggs, I can have egg whites, I can have pita bread, whole wheat bread, I can have oatmeal, which I do, and then I can have fruit. You know, I was going to talk about that because fruit has a lot of sugar. If you notice, I have a lot of strawberries because strawberries have very little sugar in it, as sweet as strawberries is. Isn't that something? So I'm going to tell you the list of fruits that have very little sugar, low calories, and is fantastic for your weight and manage your body fat. Lemon, mango. Oh, as you notice in my meals, I have mangoes, I have strawberries because they are low in sugar. Oranges, fantastic because I love my orange juice. So I got rid of what the juice is because all of this is sugar. In its place, I have my orange juice, and I even put water in the juice because I find it so sweet. Then you've got pomegranate, you've got raspberries, watermelon, and of course what? Our strawberries. So you've got fruits there that you can put into your oatmeal and you're good to go. Okay, my darlings, because our metabolism slows down. When I was 20, it was different. But I am 55. And in another 5 years, I'm going to be 60. So you have to get it right, Fums, here and now. And so I've realized that the sugar has got to go. And the breakfast has got to stay. Let us talk about the white. The white flour. That's the white bread, the white rice, the pizza, the white pasta. It's got to go. The flour, just think about it. What does dough do? It rises. That's exactly how I was feeling. Very soft and bloated. And it wouldn't shift. Where I could work it off. Even in my 40s, early 40s, I could. I saw the difference. So you have to go with the greens. If you see in my last episode, I talked about black rice. Black rice is delicious. Whole wheat bread. Replace the white bread with the whole wheat bread. It is, I think, is even tastier than the white bread. The pasta, the same thing. Go for whole wheat because you want to combat that belly fat. And for me, I'm going to be honest, the second I got my waist back, I felt younger. I really felt younger. A lot of say, oh my God, you're going to be 55. As soon as my waist snapped in, I said, I'll never let you go again. I will never let you go again. I really sometimes look at the donuts and I look at the white bread, don't get me wrong. And I will eat it, but I won't eat it every day. Because I really love my waistline more than that bread. And for me, it's cravings. Once I've satisfied my cravings, I'm really good to go. I love the way that I look and it gives me the confidence. My confidence has gone through the roof. I love it. I dress up every day, my makeup, my hair. I am living and loving. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better about getting older. It makes me feel better about coming into menopause. I don't mind it. So far as aging, menopause does not affect my life. And I can still wear the clothes that I want to wear. And I don't have the cellulite and the flabby skin. I'm okay with it. And I want you guys to be okay with it too. That's why I'm telling you the secret of which I have done for myself, because I've lost weight so many times. But every time I come back to this thing again and I'm like, ah. So don't deprive yourself, but don't do it every day. And begin to learn and teach yourself new habits. So white has what? White has got to go. Stop looking at the scale. That was another thing that I did. You can be here trying to drop weight 10 pounds, for example. And what might happen is that you might replace the fat with the muscle and still be the same weight, but you're looking snatched. And that's what happened to me. So you have to get a proper scale that shows you the fat loss, the muscle loss, because the muscle is not what you want to lose, mama. We lose the muscle as we get older. Breast feeding, through weight loss, through age, we begin to sag. I said, mama, I'm gonna try and stay up till I enter my grave. I am at least going to try. Buy a new scale that shows everything, so that you know what you are losing and you know what you are gaining. And what do we want to gain? We want to gain that muscle mass, okay? Sleep. If you don't charge your phone, what happens? It dies. That's just how it clicked to me. I have to sleep. I have to have minimum. I was going on 4 hours. And so you're sluggish. You don't have the energy. I didn't have the energy to work out. I wasn't really focused or concentrating on what I was doing. And then I began to see that my face, my skin was getting dry. I said, oh, wait 1 minute. It was the dry skin for me. And I said, no, 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 no. You see, this is all self-love. It is self-love. It is self-care. We are women. And we are so many things to so many different people. And I'm a mother to Adrian. I'm a wife to Ula. And I'm a sister, friend, auntie, confidant, supporter to you guys. But I am completely useless to every one of you if I don't take care of myself. Because then how can I take care of you? Remember, even on the plane, they will tell you having a baby. Make sure that you've got your safety gadget and your parachute, all the belts on you first before you put it on your child. Why? Because if you are not safe, you can't save your child. It just really occurred to me. And do you know what happened? My skin bloomed. My hair is growing. The whites in my eyes are whiter. My nails are nice and pink and the nails are growing. My pee is white because I'm drinking water. And my number 2 is not as stodgy as a rubber ball because I am taking the sleep that I need and I am eating the food that my body craves. If you throw the vanity out, this is actually good for you, Fums. So when I go to the doctor for a checkup, it's like, Fumi, you're doing very well. That's self-care. You have to love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Nobody loves you like you. Would you put your hand in the fire? No, you would not. So why are you destroying the body that God gave you? But we take advantage and we push the limit. And we think, oh, we'll do it later. We'll do it this. We'll do it next year. We'll this, we'll that. We've got so much to do. But how can you finish everything that you have planned if you're not well, if you're ill, if you're sick? And that leads me to my number 5, of which I don't, but I wanted to put that in there because I have a lot of friends that do. Forget the alcohol. They gotta go. The alcohol has so much sugar. It's got to go. It's got to go. And right by it, smoking, cigarettes. As some of you might know, when we moved here, we had a wonderful guy, James White. And Christina was the one that introduced him to us. He is a genius. He can fix anything. You know those IKEA guys that can fix anything? James was like that. And he smoked. The other day, Christina let me know that he had a stroke. And the stroke blinded him. I didn't even know that that could happen. and the wife is taking care of him now 24/7. He can't work, well, he can't see. The whole side of him, and apparently the years of smoking took its toll. What we did in our 20s and our 30s, staying all night, drinking, smoking cigarettes, whatever, you cannot do it in your 40s and 50s. Whatever you did when you were younger, it's like a credit, but you will pay for it in your 40s and your 50s. I promise you. And I want you guys to be here so that we can go into our 90s. Wouldn't that be fun though? So cut back. Cut back on the alcohol, on the booze, on the drinking at night, on the smoking, because that sugar, especially with the cocktails, it comes into your midsection, mama. And that beautiful figure that you had when you were 16, 20, when you got married, it's there. It's just that it's covered up with all of these things that we're going to get rid of together. Huh? Okay. You might be happy to know that cardio is no longer what we should be doing in our 40s, 50s, and up, and my 60s sisters. I could do cardio. I would be running on the treadmill for 2 hours. I lived for it, but that was when I was younger. When you're older, you lose muscle. So when you're doing the cardio and you're losing weight, you're also depleting your muscle mass faster than an elevator coming down in a beautiful hotel. Yes. For me now, I do cardio with an incline so that I am walking up a hill. I have weights on my back. I wear that on the incline with ankle weights because that brings in what? That brings in my tone, because I want to be toned, and the weights will do that. So make sure that your cardio 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and that is it. You can go a little longer if you have weights and you're going up a hill because you're building resistance. I live for it because it really pulls in my tummy. And there are times when I don't even have time to change into my beautiful gym wear. I don't, because I've dropped Adrian off. I have stuff to do. I wear my kaftan. When I'm down there, I say, Fumi, you know what? Go in and get it. And that's what I do. I have weights for my wrists. I have weights that I put on my back. The weights on my back is 5 pounds. And then these are 1 pound weights. And then I have 4 pounds on my ankles. And I go up onto an incline of 10. When I tell you, apart from sweating bullets, you will shed that fat. That fat, you're blasting it off. You're just blasting it off. And you will find that your legs are getting toned. I used to have that knee fat around the knees. Blast it off. But that will be in another episode. I just wanted to tell you the things that I am doing, and I have absolutely seen a difference. And the advice that I would give you if you're asking, I would say cut the sugar. Cut the sugar first, and you will see your waist snap back. It's miraculous. It really is miraculous that this sugar is that powerful, but it is. I'm not wearing lashes. I actually forgot to wear lashes today, and I don't mind. I'm going to keep it like so. Yeah. They're always calling me. So that is that, my darlings. And then I also wanted to let you know, that I am being honored with an award, the Women's Icon Award, and it is on the 16th of this month, and it is the iconic womanhood that have put all of this together. Love, wealth, and womanhood. It's going to be at the Hyatt Regency London from 10:30 to 3:30. So I am going to be there. FUMINATION, come and celebrate with me. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want to say a big hello to my 60s sisters, to my 70s sisters. You're beautiful. You're so smart. You're funny. You're entertaining. My 50s, my 40s. I think that there was a time where you're forgotten. Well, guess what? We are coming back to buy the building and letting them know that we are here and we are here to stay. And we are doing our hair, we are makeup, we are working out, we're staying healthy, we're living longer, and we're having fun. May the beautiful Iris rest in eternal peace. You were such an inspiration to me to live your life to the fullest. and I was in total awe of you when she collaborated with H&M. I think she was 100 or she was 99, and I want to live that life to the fullest, unapologetic, enjoying myself, traveling, coming to see you guys. Are we having a meet and greet? We're having a meet and greet. Yes, we're having a meet and greet again in London, and we're having a meet and greet in New York. Yes, I will get all of the dates for you, but I had to say it. I couldn't hold it back. All right, my darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings, and I will see you I will see you sooner than later. All of my love.